Three essentials. The idea. In the last 100 years, we have seen the power of ideas. In the 20th century, we have seen man fly, land on the moon, talk to people on the other side of the globe, find cure for deadly diseases, and many more incredible things. All this has been possible because man has imagination and the ability to think what if. The knights in the shining armor of the last century, and probably this one as well, are entrepreneurs. It is the power of an idea which is at the core of any successful business model. Given its importance, ideas need to be nurtured and protected in the same manner that a seed needs to grow into a thriving plant. Just as seeds grow below the earth, ideas too need to grow in safe place, away from negative thoughts and attitudes, and protection from those who would steal it. At least until it is strong enough to not only survive, but also thrive on its own. However, just a bright idea is not enough. There are three things that are important to ensure the ultimate success of the idea: first mover advantage, intellectual property rights, and scalability. First mover advantage. Old adages, such as the early bird gets the worm, have taught us the importance of being the first to do something from the early age. However, as a business concept, the term has its roots in military strategy and was adopted by management gurus in the 20th century. This was perhaps fueled by the fact that the century, more than any other period in history, has seen visionaries opening up new vistas for mankind with inventions, innovations, and new businesses. Most researchers use the term first mover to refer to the first company to enter a market and not the first company to develop a product. This is true whether the business is launching a new product, seeking new geographies, or market segments. In business, being the first company may result in long-lasting profits, competitive advantages, and even market dominance. Albert Einstein said, "If an idea is not absurd, then there is no hope for it." But is it really possible for all of us to come up with something unique and out of the box? While the first mover advantage has a lot to recommend, many analysts are saying it is overrated. The advantage that the companies such as Facebook and Google leveraged was that they were late movers. They are examples of businesses that allowed their predecessors to establish a market before moving in with improved technology. Intellectual property. If your business is built on a truly original idea, one of the first steps you need to take is to protect the idea legally, and do it as fast as possible, as there is no point shutting the door after the horse has bolted. Ideas are difficult things to protect because they are so easily imitated or copied. It would be easy for other companies to create competitive products or services within a very short period of time. Entrepreneurs lose time, resources, and future profits due to intellectual property theft, not to mention legal battles. Here are 6 tips to make sure idea is protected. Write it down and save it. Register your idea or product and protect it. Use non-disclosures, non-compete, and confidentiality agreements with employees and vendors. Be aware of the law of the land and follow it. When in doubt, get legal advice. Scalability. Entrepreneurs tend to get very excited about new business ideas they have, and they often jump the gun and put those ideas into motion without stepping back and taking the time necessary to map out the path first. This is a common event to many entrepreneurs and dangerous. But why is it so important that your business is scalable? For a start, unless your business is scalable, you may find it does not work on a larger scale, that you are outpriced, or that you are unable to compete. With regard to scalability, the key thing to remember is that the cost of serving more customers, whether it is 100 or 10,000, should be marginal. If it is not, then the idea and the model needs to be rethought. This is called hockey stick shaped revenue forecast. An easily scalable model will help you stay in business and survive the ups and downs of the market and economy. A scalable business, at least as I define it, is something that can run without you personally doing all the work. It is important to remember that the word scalability does not imply infinite growth. Instead, scalability is defined relative to the market size and market share. This can range from comfortable retirement to an IPO. Businesses are only scalable to a certain revenue volume, beyond which each increment begins to cost more. While both scalable and non scalable businesses can be successful, only scalable businesses can achieve the high growth characteristics. Summary: a business is as successful as the power of idea behind it. A good idea has three things: it has first mover advantage, an ability to protect it intellectually, and scalability.